Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at KNC, seeing what's going on here for this wonderful coin. I want to say thank you so much to, whom was it? I think it was Jules. Yeah, thank you, Jules, for requesting I cover this. I'm going to go ahead and upload this to our YouTube section within our Discord, and obviously you can find it anywhere else online as well. Quick shout out to our awesome traders here as well. Great job there, Chef, with an amazing short there for WorldCoin. I wish I'd caught that. I was a little bit busy, but I'm glad you guys got a chance to get in there. Same with A-Gold there for Jules. But previously, thank you, Jules, for requesting that I cover this, because you did previously kind of highlight this in our community, letting us know it was a good opportunity, and majority of our folks were able to take some serious profits, including myself on a nice small little 5x leverage trade. So awesome stuff there. Be sure to check that out. And obviously, if you want to jump on over to our Discord, Telegram, or Twitter, all links down below. We have a lot of good stuff there. So with KNC here, we want to talk about, I guess, kind of the elephant in the room, right? So is it going to continue higher? Is it going to drop lower? Well, we do want to respect a few things here. Elliott Wave is telling us that we should expect to see somewhat of a pullback. Again, this will be invalidated if we create a higher high here. So obviously the price exceeds 74 cents. Then we will see the price action continue upwards, likely from there. But the more probability here, stronger probability, again, just based on Elliott Wave theory, is the price is going to come down here to create a lower low to finish its ABC pattern. We're at our A, our B is being established here. As long as we establish a lower high, we should be able to see the price continue lower. So this might be a decent shorting opportunity. Now, again, I'm not telling you to short right now by any stretch, because again, we got some bullish momentum here, nice little convergence on the MACD. RSI is still within range of 50 to 70, so there's some positive things here as well. You may want to consider being careful to short. Just saying though, in general, we should expect the price to come down based on that one indicator, but you never take a trade based on one indicator, right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about KNC. So daily here for KNC, let's go ahead and look at this here. Because when we looked at it previously, we could tell we are up over all moving averages, and this is a positive sign. We can see we're ascending, trending positively here, ascending nice. Okay, so again, anytime you see the 20-day SMA moving upwards like this, you can pretty much draw a trend line to it, and it'll basically follow that line. Once we break below it, we can expect more bearish behavior, but until then, this coin is fairly bullish. Okay, so no doubt about that. We've got that little situation going on there. We've got a lot of liquidity up here at the 83-cent range, so if you do end up shorting, just be mindful the price could wick all the way up to that level to fill that liquidity and come back down. That is a possibility. We do have a fair value gap, keep in mind, below the price action and lower. So there is a potential for the price to come all the way down as low as 62 cents. But once again, majority of that fair value gap has been filled, and now it's back on its way up. That's actually where we shorted, down to that level. So for the most part, we're looking to be pretty good shape. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I get this question a lot, how do you have access to those signals? Of course, it's linked down below, Crypto Cash Premium. We do have a promotional going on right now for our summer sale that is soon to end here in a few days. So just heads up, link down below. You can join us if you'd like to be part of these trade signals, which are fully automated. Now, taking a look here at the 4-hour, we want to kind of recognize a few things here. We're still above all three moving averages, but once again, fairly overextended, okay? So let's take a look at TD sequential. We're at a 6 out of 9. Now, it's not always a guarantee that we're going to see a 9 and the price pulls back, but this is a pretty good situation here. You see the price comes up to a 9, pulls all the way back down to an 8, comes back up to a 6. Hypothetically, we've got, 12 more hours continuation, okay? So bear that in mind. We're not quite at the top yet, and keep in mind also, there's a tremendous amount of volume at this level, which is interesting to me to see so much volume at such a high price point. Okay? Oftentimes, it's usually the inverse where you see price action accumulate at a lower support level, but this is actually, we actually have the most amount of volume at the 71-cent range. That's pretty crazy. So that is going to provide either a potential resistance or a or a support level once it breaks through. If it says breakthrough, keep in mind the price could come up here and continue higher, bounce off that support shelf there based on volume. Also bear in mind too, this volume can work adversely, where if there's a lot of whales that possess this coin, for example, they could dump it really hard, really fast, as we've seen in the recent past. Okay, so again, all the more reason to be a little careful and cautious. Low leverage, low position size to be able to survive these ebbs and flows. Some of my traders are using 10 to 20x. I think anything under 20x is safer. No more than 20 though, honestly, it's just crazy if you're gambling at that point. But still think 20x is a little high there, especially if you're a beginner, but that's a conversation for another day. So let's look at a few other things here and wrap it up. We can see money flow index is coming down though. Okay, I mean, obviously it's bouncing a little bit here today, but the price action is increasing with lower volume. This tells us the sustainability is lower and the likelihood of it maintaining this price and going higher is less. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is when you see price action increasing and money flow decreasing, it's typically followed by a reversal. Okay. And the main reason why is because this is an inflated price here, right? So the price is moving up with very little volume. So in turn, it's giving us a false positive. We're getting people to buy in, and the likelihood of the price action dropping is greater because those who are investing in this right now are typically the small fish, if you will, right? They're kind of like excited and happy, where the whales are just holding very strong, very, very high, and they're ready to dump the coin. Okay, now there's no guarantees it's going to drop. It could very well shoot up from here. It's got good momentum, a good potential situation here on the horizon. I think this could very well break free from this range. But statistically speaking, we're moving into a resistance level there. The money flow is coming down, and oftentimes that's a scary thing. Okay, because again, if you look, you can look at most coins history. When money flow index is low and it starts to increase, obviously the price goes up with it. Money flow index is increasing a little bit, but we're already overextended. Okay, we're not like at the bottom anymore. We're near the top. So to me, that's not enough volume to be able to sustain this price, and that's somewhat of a resistance level right where it's at. So it leads me to believe that the price will probably pull back in the relative near future. This could even be the beginning of a double top pattern where the price action is coming up to retest this level twice and come back down. And we're not officially at a double top, but we're getting darn close. Let's take a quick look here, of course, at the Ichimoku cloud and realize that we did break above, lagging spans free and clear of price action. These are all green lights here to leave your long position open. So by no means am I telling you to short or to close your position. If you were to short, just consider being careful and obviously using a wider range with a low position, low leverage. But for lack of better terms here, the hourly is overextended. There's no doubt about that. We take a look at TD sequential. We can see we hit a 9 here previously. Didn't get a full reset, but just say we had, we'd be up to a secondary 9. When you see 2 9s in TD sequential in a row, it's a very strong probability the price will pull back. Now, once more, you look at its history. It has a tendency of hitting 9s consistently and reversing. Okay, so it hits a 9 on the way down, comes back up. It's not on the way up, comes down. Not very strong, by the way. Keep this in mind that we hit a secondary 9 here and then overtime. But for lack of better terms, which I do say a lot, by the way, somebody commented on that below. For lack of better terms, I say this a lot. Sorry. Regardless, what I'm getting at here is that this coin overextends itself consistently, and I think we're in a position right now where this being a secondary 9 plus overtime, there's a decent probability the price is going to pull back. So with us coming up to that volume resistance, potential support, and we have a low amount of volume in this coin, that leads me to believe we will probably see a reversal combined with that and the overextension on the smaller time frames. Again, this is just more so from a swing trader's perspective. If you're day trading, maybe a different story altogether. It does, the cloud is basically letting us know that we should leave our position open. So if that is the case and you have a position open, it wouldn't be terrible to let the rest ride if you haven't taken profit already. Consider taking some profit, because in truth, you're never truly profitable if you never take any profits. Okay, we joke about that a lot in our community. So anyways, that being said, that's pretty much all we have here so far. I think that KNC seems like a slightly better probability of shorting soon than you would to take a long at the top, right? Once again, a lot of volume at this level, plus low volume coming into this coin in the relative recent past, leads me to believe that this is going to be this is somewhat of a false positive. In addition to the fact that Elliott Wave is basically telling us we should experience price action to pull back. So I'll go ahead and send out this play out chart on my Twitter and Telegram, of course, so you can kind of see what these things look like, because I do like to send these out so you get a perspective on what might happen next. It's kind of a quick and easy understanding. So feel free to follow, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards there. Really appreciate, again, Jules, for the request for me to cover this. I'll go ahead and get this on up here in just a moment. Thanks again. We'll see you all in the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care.